Happy Monday, everybody. I went ahead and started today off, instead of continuing with the games migration stuff that I was talking about last week, to work on a feature request that I had pop up in the YouTube comments last week. We had a feature request to be able to rename the people, places, events, and artifacts within the World Builder tool on our website. So I went ahead and just knocked that out this morning. It was a relatively small ask. I would prefer to prioritize things that I know people are actually going to use. So I went ahead and took care of that today. And I can tell you it's already come in handy for me. I've been using Final Parsec's World Builder tool to craft the setting for my next game, Concrete Jungle. It's perfect for keeping track of the art, places, people, and things that help me define my in-game universe. The only trouble is, I don't have a good name for my main character. Do you think you could help me out?
Oh yeah, bro, I got a good name for you.
Barry? Meh. We can't have that. In that same comment, Renato pointed out that the new world he created didn't show up on his user profile page. The reason for that is the user profile pages exist on the legacy application and the worlds are created in the new application. So instead of trying to fix that issue by somehow making the old app aware of worlds in the new app, I figured it was probably time to just reprioritize the migration a little bit and work on moving over the user profile page first. And then once I get that knocked out, hopefully here pretty quick, I'll be moving back over to games. Let me just go ahead and show what I knocked out this morning as far as that user profile page goes. Yeah, so you can see now, when you navigate to the profile page, I've got the name and profile picture and teams showing up. And I can show you what this looks like in production for comparison. So here's the old one that you can tell by the navigation, as per usual. And then here is what I'm starting to move over. So I've got a little bit of progress on it this morning. There's a page, a redirect from the old URL to the new one, and then I'm starting to show some information about the user. But I need to still show the games and posts and worlds. So I've just got a little placeholder there, and that's what I'm going to be working on next. I'll give you guys an update when I've got a little more to show. Hey everybody, it's Tuesday afternoon and I just wanted to share an update. I feel like it's been a super productive day and a number of things have been released. So the first thing that I'm super excited to announce is that we have the offline sprite sheet maker, which is a standalone application recreating some of the functionality that we have on the online version of the tool. That's now available in our store for $20. It works on Windows and Mac both. Hopefully is there as a resource for those that want all the great things that the sprite sheet making tool has to offer, but they want that offline for whatever reason, whether that's just more convenient for them or they have a privacy focus or anything else. Let's see what else. Oh, we also released a new version of the user profile pages today. That fixes a bug that was reported where new worlds that a user created with the world building tool wouldn't show up on their profile. So now that's resolved, and that was fixed by migrating, basically recreating the page on the newer Ruby on Rails application. You can access that from this drop down here, and it'll show you all of the teams that the user is associated with, and then it'll also list all of their games, list all of their posts that they've made on the blog, and then finally it'll list the worlds that they've created too. So this is now on the Ruby on Rails application. I did intentionally drop some functionality that was on this page before. You used to be able to upload games here, create and manage teams, and then also manage some aspects of the user profile, like your picture and like resetting your password. I think we had just overloaded the functionality on this page. And so I've decided to move some of that out into separate pages. There's going to be a little bit of a gap period where some of that functionality is not quite there, but I'm hoping to have that recreated here pretty soon. And then the last piece that I'm excited to announce too is that the play page and the sandbox page, which is the iframe page when you're actually playing a game on our website. All of that's been recreated on the new Ruby on Rails application and went live a little earlier today. In my previous video, you saw I had that kind of a work in progress. It still had some bugs and stuff. That should all be done now and released to everybody. So I've got a cool new loading animation here with like a little bouncing Final Parsec icon. Yeah, and so once that's finished loading, you'll have the game ready to play right there in the iframe. This is Legacy Earth, a game that we made probably about 10 years ago. It's a shooter on Rails that's kind of in the style of Star Fox for the old N64 console. Something we used to play and really enjoyed and wanted to recreate. Update. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday afternoon and I'm about to wrap up for the day, but I wanted to give an update on what I've done and where I'm at. So yesterday when I left off, I had mentioned releasing a new version of the user profile page with the caveat that certain functionality wasn't going to be there. Like changing your name, resetting your password, updating your profile picture. Some of those I intended to move over into another page. I've realized that resetting passwords is not going to be an easy thing to do because the newer app, the Ruby on Rails app, where that new page and all new pages should be, doesn't have any awareness of user passwords. Those are hashed and stored in the legacy application where authentication and account creation happen. So today I just thought I'd like take a spike or take like a bit of a block of a day and see what I could do to go ahead and just move all of account creation and authentication over into the Ruby on Rails app. It's been one of the things that I've been saving toward the end because I knew everything referenced a user and it would kind of have to be the last thing to go and the last thing that I would sunset. But I think I'm there, and I wanted to see how hard it would be, and honestly it hasn't been as bad as I thought. I'd love to give a demo and show you where I'm at. It's not totally there, but I think I might be able to knock it out. It's certainly not polished and it's not up in production or anything, but I've got a page that requires you to be logged in, and then I've also got login mostly seeming like it's working. Added a link to the profile page if you're signed in as yourself that just says edit, and then that will go to a edit user account page where you can see a name that I should be able to change. That edit page requires you to be signed in, so I'm signed in already. If I don't have a session, then it'll take me to a login form, and then be patient, it doesn't look very good. If it doesn't have a correct username and password, it'll do validation, so that's pretty good. Seems like it's working. And then if it does match a password, then it'll let you go to that page. That's where I'm at right now. Kind of what's left, I want to go and recreate the account creation page. If you go to Final Parsec and you're not signed in, you'll see that you can go to a register page that collects the email and password and full name. What I need to do now is move that form over onto the new app as well, and then I should be able to support account creation, logging in, and then updating accounts. That's where I'm at as of the end of Wednesday. I just kept working on Thursday with that authentication stuff that I was demoing. It's still not in production, but it is looking much better and getting some more polish. I'm just working through odds and ends types of things. So I'm pretty confident I'll have something really cool to show next week as far as that bit of work goes. As always, thank you so much for watching this week's update as I try to navigate getting this business off the ground. If you like what you see here, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to get updates as they come week by week, please subscribe so that you can see the newest videos as they come out. Bye for now.